This telecast is copyrighted by Hometown 24 for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast or retransmission of this game without the express written consent of Hometown 24 is prohibited.
And welcome back to Before the Whistle. Shorten down the staff a little bit because they couldn't afford to pay us. Jonathan Hicks, Jerry Stacy, and Jerry, Perry, Breathitt County. What a game ahead of us.
Oh, yeah. This is when the brackets come out and you look at the potential matchups throughout, this is the one everybody's been looking at. This is a regional championship quality game in a regional semifinal.
Yep.
And
this game has been talked about all season long.
Oh yeah, that's right. They've been the, when you look at them on paper, you look at their record, they've been the best two consistent throughout the 14th regional season this year, the most consistent, and the favorite coming into this tournament, both teams.
As the Commodores walk up behind us, Commodores played very good the other night. I got a chance to watch them. Did a good job at attacking down low and taking smart shots out on the field. And Perry County's defense is always something to be talked about. You know, senior Dylan Brock leads the way with that defense. And, you know, everyone talks about him. Well, he's not a very good scorer. Man, you don't need the score whenever you can shut down the other team's best scorer.
Yeah, they're really good. What I like about Perry Central is how well they play team basketball.
Yes.
And it shows through on both ends of the floor. They, in my opinion, they run sounder offense, more of a unit style offense that you'll find throughout this tournament.
And I can agree with that 110%. And something that should very well be talked about is how this is kind of like a tale of two teams, because Perry and Breathitt are kind of opposites of each other.
You know, we said in the first game we thought it was going to be contrasting styles.
Right.
Estill County running half court. We were wrong about that.
But yeah, it's hard.
So Coach Hall come in here and said, no, we're going to whatever my kids do, I trust them.
That's right.
And so they was up and down, and they won their semifinal game. This game, I think you will see Perry try to put this in a half court, and Breathitt's going to try to push it up and down. This game will produce that contrasting style.
And that's what's got them success throughout the entire season. Both teams excel at doing exactly what you just talked about. You know, Breathitt County has the senior Jalen Turner, and they also have Christian on their team, and that's a tank and a half right there. I believe he stands at 6'8".
Yeah, you know, their whole front line is big.
Yep.
They're going to be a problem. You know, if you can't keep them off the backboard, they can be a problem. Now, you know, they've got 2 or 3 kids that plays above the rim. That's right. And athletically, you know, they don't attack the basket to finish with a layup.
That's right.
You know, if there's one person back, you'll try to go one way or the other to just get a ball on the backboards for a layup. They raise up, try to dunk it on you.
Yeah.
You know, that's just the way they play.
And look who it is. Winston Lee.
Where have you been? Did you get lost at the restaurant? I think you got lost.
I don't know if you guys heard, but we went to Saison, and it took forever to get our food.
There's the evidence.
And my cameraman, he's missing. He's missing in action. Did he not ride with you?
He did.
Where is he?
I know Andrew.
No one knows.
Andrew dropped me off.
Listen, there's no parking. This place is packed. I've been talking to the Breathitt student section, and they are amped up, ready to go. I can't wait to interview them. We still got 20 minutes. We still got plenty of time, but man, I can't wait.
We will get that to you.
Absolutely. It's going to be worth it. We're missing Blue too. It's just, and you can ask anybody at this table. An hour ago, this place was empty. There was nobody here. They were in the process of cleaning up after everybody. And we went to Saison, we come back, and there is people everywhere.
Would you guys like to see what we got at Saison?
Yeah. Hang on.
See it?
Yeah.
I know me and Winston talked a little bit about it. We decided to show everybody, here's the first entree. Well, I'll wait till we have them. So, which one should we do first? The main course or the side?
No, not the main course, the side dish.
Okay.
Yeah, so for our sides, we got You accidentally put the fork in
Hey,
there.
you
accidentally.
I did take the fork. Oh my gosh. It'll be all right though. It'll be all right.
And a tomato.
And this is the side dish.
All right, so
But-
I can't believe you stole a fork from
Hey,
Cesar.
listen, it's on camera, man.
You know what? As a matter of fact, I will stop on the way if you all have time, and I'll drop it off.
We're still here. We're still
are.
here. That was actually, you just borrowed that. Honestly,
Yeah,
you just
honestly,
borrowed it.
I just had to
You
finish
just
eating.
borrowed it. You just
Now-
borrowed that.
Now here's the main course.
Oh, yeah,
Are you ready
yeah,
for this,
yeah.
Jerry Stacey?
You ready? You ready?
Here's the
ready
crazy
for
thing.
this.
You didn't get to see this.
I'm glad.
Y'all ready for this at
probably.
home? Give me a countdown.
3, 2, 1, show.
Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. That's
It's
right.
hard.
Oh,
It's
no.
hard to order a pineapple with no meat in it.
It
Even
is.
though it looks like it looks like there would appear. Were there some meat in this at one time?
No. See, the crazy thing is that whenever she come over there and asked me what I wanted to eat, I told her, I said, give me the big pineapple thingy with food in it.
Yeah.
And she said, okay, what kind of meat would you like, chicken or steak? And I said, I just want the pineapple. I said, if you can get me a pineapple with a couple oranges cut up real nice that
Yeah.
I'm not going to eat, that would be awesome. And there it is.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. It was totally worth it.
And it only took us
was
an
worth it.
hour and 15 minutes to get this.
Absolutely.
Hey, guys, can I remind you in 19 minutes, Perry County Central is playing Breathitt County High School.
I cannot
and
wait.
you talking about an empty pineapple?
I can't wait. I can't wait. So, I guess, so they played, these two teams met at the end of the year,
Yes.
right? And that outcome being,
I believe Perry County won.
yes.
I'm almost 100% sure
You're
that
correct.
Perry County won.
So, a lot of both of these teams, I think everybody had circled coming into this year as the two teams. Both of these coming in as the two teams that everybody had kind of
Yes.
pegged to play in the big one, and then of course they draw on the same side of the bracket.
Yeah. We
and
talked
know,
about that a minute ago.
yeah, we talked about that a minute ago. And listen, I was talking to Breathitt County faithful up there, and he's like, yeah, we think whoever wins this game, if we can win this game, we're going to Rupp. And I was like, listen, were you here? I was like, you better hold the phone on making that call, bro.
I know a group of young men that don't look at it that way.
Woo! You better hold the phone because that Estill County bunch will be ready to play come Tuesday night.
At one point in that Estill and Cordia game, I honest to God thought Cordia has won this game.
Yes.
Estill has gave it up.
Yep.
Because, in the grand scheme of things, Cade Benton didn't have a great game.
No,
No, but another young man did.
there's another
William
dude.
Isford, 43 points. What a game.
Yeah, in case those of you at home did not get a chance to witness its greatness here on Hometown 24, Will Isford from Estill County and Estill County Engineers, he goes off for 43 points. He rolls off for 43 points, and Estill County comes back from 10 down against the Cordia Lions to take it halfway through the fourth, man. Just a crazy game. We had technicals, we had dunks, we had a comeback, we had runs, we had good calls, bad calls, made shots, bad shots. We had it all in that game. And a pleasure talking to Coach Brian Hall and Will Isford after the game. So I'm saying the winner of this does not necessarily go to Rupp Arena, right?
That's right.
Right?
Right.
I mean, right?
No, listen, I've watched Estill play twice. They had one kid with 35 the first game, 43 this game. So, no, you'll have to beat them. You'll have to earn it if you beat them.
Okay, this will be the last moment right here. This will be the last moment that if we can get Wes here. This will be welcome. This will be the last time that all four of us are at the table together before this game. I'm going to go interview Breathitt County fan base, which y'all can't wait for. You're going to go to Perry Central fan base. We're going to have a little competition here with 16 minutes left before we get this break. Yes, I'm not lying. It's prophecy. Before we take this break, let's lay out the predictions. You get about 10 seconds to make your prediction. We're starting at the end of the line, late boy. Go.
Breathitt County Bobcats by 8.
Contrasting styles, Perry will want a half-court game. Breathitt's going to want it up and down. I think Breathitt County gets to play their style. They're on their home floor. They've lost one game all year on their home floor.
Excellent point.
I'm picking the Bobcats.
By how many?
Close, 2.
2.
Perry County by 5.
Perry by 5.
That's why you wore that tie.
Yep, I'm going to go all year long. I've said Perry because they're a little bit more disciplined maybe offensively. They're great defensively. I think Breathitt has the athletes to get it done, though. It might be maybe a hair more talented across the board. I don't know. They're at home, which I think plays a factor. I might as well go for all the marbles. I'm going to say Perry by 1. Heck, the heck with it. Let's play overtime tonight. Heck with it. Let's play overtime tonight. Heck with it. Perry by 1. All right, we're going to quick break. When we get back, you've got student fan action from both sides. And if you've not been with us all week long, that has been something epic and amazing you don't want to miss when we get back on Before the Whistle from Hometown 24.
Brought to you by Bank of Hyndman, Thacker Grigsby, Paradise Pizza, Game On Hazard, Wicker Law Offices in Hyndman, Hyndman Land Auction Company, and TVS.
For over 100 years, the Bank of Hyndman has been committed to serving our community and serving the future of our families, homes, and businesses. With our new convenient online banking, viewing your account balance and history, transferring money, and paying bills has never been easier or more secure. And with the construction of our new headquarters, we've renewed our promise to Hyndman to stand by our customers even in troubling economic times, because we're not just your bank, we're your neighbors. That's the Bank of Hyndman. Log on to www.bankofhyndman.com or give us a call at 606-785-3158.
Woo! Papa John's just took their fresh, never frozen dough and hand stretched it into thin, oversized New York-style slices. I mean, look at that crust. That is the perfect crust thickness no matter how you eat it. So you can fold it or not. But I ain't gonna lie though, I fold it. Get a New York-style pizza from Papa John's. Better ingredients, better pizza.
And welcome back to Before the Whistle. Jonathan Hicks, Coach Jerry Stacy. But we ain't gonna keep you here too long. We got Winston Lee over in the Breathitt County Pep section. We're gonna send it over to him. Y'all can...
And I'm here with one of Breathitt County's very own, Ethan Gibson, and the Breathitt County Bobcat fan section. Get them up for me one time. Let's go! Oh my gosh, and Sting is here. Sting is here. He looks like the real life Sting. All right, Ethan.
Yes.
All right, tell us. So this is a live competition tonight between not only what's going out on the court, but out here in the student sections. You got the Perry County Central student section right across the way. Look at them. They get ready. Yeah. Who wins the battle of fan sections tonight and why?
Let me think. I think my Breathitt County Bobcats are going to win. I think they're going to win here in the student section. I think they're going to win the game.
Oh, I love this energy. Okay, now I want to hold on to this, right?
Absolutely.
Every team, every good student, fan section. Yeah, get out of the interview. Every good fan section has like this go-to chant. Okay, so I need the go-to chant for the Breathitt County Bobcats tonight, right now.
Do you want me to do it instead of say it? All right, watch this. We are Breathitt! We are Breathitt! Oh, the whole crowd. The whole crowd's going. The whole crowd's These
going.
are my people.
The whole crowd's
These
going.
are our people.
The whole crowd's going.
All
right. I've got my pom-poms. Ethan's ready to go. We made the determination that not only are the Breathitt County Bobcats going to take it home tonight on the court, they're going to take it home in the stands. The Breathitt County Bobcats, one more time. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right, we're throwing it to Wes. Good luck, Wes. We're throwing it to Wes.
I really don't even have to say anything. Look at this. Look at this. I don't even have to say anything. They are in full force here tonight in Breathitt County. Even Moses came. Look at this, he's in here. They have brought all of Hazard, Kentucky over here to Breathitt County tonight. Do you all have a Pep section nickname? Do we call ourselves anything? Big Red Machine. The Big Red Machine here today, the Big Red Machine. What is our go-to chant here tonight? What's the one thing we're gonna say and chant when the game gets tight? What's our go-to chant?
We
We are Perry.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
We are Perry. We are Perry. We are Perry. We are Perry.
There you go, guys. The Perry Central Commodores are here, and they are ready to go to the 14th Region Championship along with Estill County. Back over to you guys.
If you've been waiting on the new Samsung Galaxy S22 device, then the team at Appalachian Wireless has some good news for you. Appalachian Wireless is launching all Samsung S22 models on sale. Every S22 model will be $150 off normal contract pricing. Or take $100 off and we'll pay the taxes on the Appalachian Advantage. Visit one of our retail or dealer locations and on the web, because we don't want you to miss this fantastic deal. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Here at Thacker Grigsby and TVS, we're committed to building a better future for our community. In these times, being connected is more important than ever, and we're working every day to keep you online and in touch with the world. For generations, we've been a part of this community, and we're proud to serve this community for many generations to come. Thacker Grigsby and TVS, working for a better future for Eastern Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in getting your hands dirty.
I believe the best recipes are never written down.
I believe in fried chicken, cornbread, and soup beans.
I believe in the cars. I believe in cats.
I believe in insurance coverage that helps you sleep at night.
I believe in always carrying an umbrella.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
Contact Derek Bowling, your Kentucky Farm Bureau agent in Hazard.
Winston, man, listen, you had a crowd over there, but I think like all of Hazard is here. Even Moses came back from the dead, and he's here today.
Is he originally from Hazard?
I think so. He's here wearing Perry Central stuff.
Wes, I want to say that's a different Moses.
Well, I asked him. He said that is not the staff he used to split the Red Sea. It was a different staff.
That's the one that he used to split Branson Couch's head open.
Yeah, so I didn't know Moses was here.
He's here.
Well, my man Ethan Gibson he's a sea captain, obviously.
Oh.
And I don't know if you saw Ric Flair was also there in the stands. I didn't know if it was Sting or Ric Flair. I'm not familiar. I'm not very hip with the wrestling.
Yeah.
But they were there in the stands there for Breathitt.
Wow.
I don't know. I know I picked Perry before we went to the break, and I didn't think we would get back to change our minds, but now that I've been up there with Ethan in the whole WWE, Wrestling Federation, I feel like I might be swaying a little bit.
So is it just me?
Well, if you're picking Breathitt now, I'm gonna switch and go with Perry.
No. I am going to stay. I am going to stay with Perry, and I'll tell you why.
Now you got to switch back.
I do think. I mentioned the word discipline. I don't mean that as Breathitt is undisciplined. I mean that as, Perry really great defensively, and I think they just a little bit more deliberate on offense, if I can say that much.
I would agree with that.
And Breathitt is successful, kind of like in what we talked about with Cordia earlier in the day. Breathitt is successful by not being as disciplined, right? Like they spread the floor. They got Sperry who can create off of the dribble, off the bounce. They got Collins, obviously, that is a super athlete playing from wing to block. And then you've got Turner doing the same thing, playing the wing to block. That's super athletic. And then you line that up with the Bellamy and a couple shooters around there on the outside. I mean, that makes for a pretty good recipe to say, hey, let's play wide open.
That's why I had to go with Breathitt. And I think the reason Perry is a little bit more deliberate is because I think they have to be. I don't think they have as many offensive weapons.
Yeah, that's true.
One thing about Breathitt, in our matchup, we talked about them. They don't even really have to box out that much. They've got athletes that can go up and get rebounds over top of most players in this region.
We talked about that earlier. Breathitt, they got about 3 kids that if they get a lane to the basket,
yes,
there's no Euro step left or right. They raise up kind of dunk it on
One
you.
direction.
Listen, when they ran out here, we got Perry County Central running to the locker rooms here in behind us. When they ran out here, when Breathitt County ran out here with a little time on the clock, they came running out here. They opened up running out the gate with windmill dunk, reverse dunk, 360 dunk.
Yeah.
Like bang, bang, bang
Look,
when they ran out of the locker room.
I would like to say
they'll
this.
try that. I'm telling you, this bunch.
And they'll do it in the game.
Oh, yeah.
With a team like Breathitt, you know, we just talked about how they have played this way all season long. That's how they're going to play tonight. Sometimes you got to be so predictable that it's unpredictable. We said the same thing about Cordia, the way that they've played all season long, how we expect them to come into this game. And we said the same thing for Estill County. Lo and behold, Estill played entirely different.
Right.
Who's to say that Breathitt County won't come in here tonight, play Perry County's game, and throw Perry completely off?
Breathitt County can play half court.
Yes.
These are the last two teams, no matter what, can play both ways.
That's right.
Yes.
Perry's better at the half court game than Breathitt.
Yes.
Breathitt's
Better at the full court game
Yes.
than they are in the half.
Every which team, and you know this, coaches, it's easier to slow a game down than it is to speed it up.
Well, especially, man, I just hold on to the fact, and I've played in them, you've played in them, coaches played in them.
I've watched them.
You've watched them from your couch. So,
sideline, Winston.
So here's the thing, though, is that especially if you ask me, in my coach's opinion, in my one strip of pom-pom that I ended up from the stands with.
I have the other one.
No, thank you. The half-court game is what wins these games. Now, obviously, Estill and Cordia really proved me wrong there, but...
Well, neither team was trying to play a half-court game.
Absolutely.
Well, and I don't think this atmosphere supports a fast-paced game.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think this
Lord,
atmosphere, all this crowd,
my God.
your emotions run high.
You can literally just take the stolen fork from our Saison styrofoam and cut the enthusiasm, the excitement, the electricity. Actually, you would be. I think you would get shocked with the fork if you could cut it in half in here tonight, right now, because you can just feel this energy surrounding this place
guy,
right
Winston. You know me, and I had to park up at the extension office, and this crowd hearing it from up there, I ran down here. I sprinted. I was fast-paced.
What about the police presence? It's crazy. So earlier in the year, and we mentioned it before we had to cut to the break, but earlier in the year, it was actually on February 15th, so not that long ago. Perry County Central 67, Breathitt 58.
Where was that game at?
That game was at Perry County Central. So, is playing at home now, tournament atmosphere, is that worth 9 points? Is this atmosphere tonight worth 9 points?
Well,
Doesn't matter.
That's been 3 or 4 weeks. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to.
It's hard.
You can't always just judge it off of something that happened 3 or 4 weeks ago. So.
Well, let me ask you this. A lot of coaches out there, and myself maybe included, you've been circled as the top 2 teams in this region from the beginning.
That's right. That's right.
And who does playing 3 weeks before the tournament favor more? The winner or the loser? Or in this case, does it favor Perry more or does it favor Breathitt more? Why do you even play that game, right?
Loser.
Yeah, it favors the loser, I think.
It favors the loser.
Yeah.
But now, does it give Perry the opportunity to be like, okay. Here's what works against Breathitt?
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's true too. But the score of that game tells me that was a half-court game.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It was 67-58, and I think that bears noting tonight to see where this one goes. So, in theory, we are saying collectively here that if this game goes into the 70s,
it's harder to speed it up than it is slowing it down. Why playing that game is more important than Breathitt, it gives Coach Noble an opportunity, okay, we tried this didn't work. We got to get the tempo up to change this game. That's going to be, that's the 800-pound elephant in the room. If Breathitt plays this half court at a time, Perry's got an advantage.
all right, we've all laid out our predictors. Give me one player that makes the biggest difference in this game, and he obviously has to be on the team that you predicted to win this game. Ready, set, go.
Hoskins from Breathitt County. I think he's a phenomenal team player. He does the role that he's designed to do.
Good call, Coach.
I'm taking Christian, the left-handed kid.
It's an easy call, right?
Dylan Brock. He's got to play on both sides of the floor tonight, though.
All right, now that I see Estill in the championship and Landon Napier came over from Estill, he's 14th Region Player of the Year. I think now he's got to have a chip on his shoulder tonight and Tuesday night to prove there was this reason that he came to Perry County Central, and that was to go to Rupp. He's got to see it through. So my X factor, even though it seems generic, might have to be Landon Napier tonight. We're taking it to Dave and Harold.
At HCTC, you're more than just a student.
I'm a daughter.
I am a father.
I am employed.
I am a mother.
I am ambitious.
I am a work in progress.
I am an innovator.
I am a HCTC graduate.
Being in an accident can leave you feeling vulnerable and lost. You need a lawyer who will fight for you and be there by your side the entire way. What I believe is that with trust and collaboration, we can get you the justice that you deserve. Go to KyleSHall.com right now to schedule a free consultation. I will review the details of your case and get you back on your feet. Don't navigate the legal system alone. Get me in your corner right now.
Here at Hometown 24 and TVS Cable, we care about the community. And while you might not see the same familiar faces you're used to seeing, know we're still here. Bringing you live high school sports straight to your living room.
Do you qualify for $30 off your Thacker Grigsby or TVS broadband bill through the Affordable Connectivity Program? If you participate in certain federal government-funded programs, yes, you can start your qualification process by going to acpbenefit.org and click on the blue Apply Now button, or call our office at 606-785-9500 or stop by one of our locations in Jackson, Whitesburg, Hazard, or Hindman.
No matter what town or community you live in, there's a Tim Short dealership nearby. That's because our family of dealerships are dedicated to serving the folks throughout Eastern Kentucky. Our employees are your friends and neighbors, helping to support the local economy and provide safe and affordable transportation to everyone that shops the family of Tim Short dealerships. Our entire inventory can be found with the click of a button at timshortautogroup.com. Visit us online and join the thousands of customers that took the short drive to satisfaction today.
In Eastern Kentucky, being connected to the world has never been easier. With our 100 meg package at only $44.95 a month, you can be sure to always stay connected and up to date. But if that's not fast enough, we offer even faster, with the latest technology to make sure you're getting the most out of your service. Give us a call today or check out tgtel.com for more information. Thacker Grigsby, bringing the future to Eastern Kentucky.
At TVS Cable, we are committed to providing you with the best broadband available, whether that be through expansion of our fiber-to-the-home facilities, new builds into previously unserved areas, or by launching DOCSIS 3.1, the latest technology in cable broadband. TVS Cable has always changed with the demands of Eastern Kentucky, and we will continue to make investments in our area because we care about Eastern Kentucky. It's our home too.
Thacker Grigsby is constantly working to bring the latest technologies home. Home, where we live and work. A place we want to see grow and prosper. From Jackson to Hindman and everywhere in between. We're committed to serving you with the latest technology. Whether it's faster broadband, more video choices, or the latest voice services. Thacker Grigsby with our fiber network can provide the latest ways to stay connected, informed, and entertained.
From a sold-out Farcio Woods Arena or Farcio Woods Coliseum here on the campus of Breathitt County High School in Jackson, we bid you welcome to the second semifinal game of the 14th Region Boys Basketball Tournament. I'm Harold Mullins along with David Adams. And David, if you went all the way back to day one when this season began and talked about basketball. These two teams were and which one is two?
Absolutely, Harold. You're right. Preseason, they were 1-2, and they had a lot of kids come back from last year's team. Both of these teams did, and you know how that is. If you get kids back, they're experienced, and they get stronger, quicker, and get ready to go. And these are two good ball teams, so it's going to be a physical game. It's going to be a game for 32 minutes.
These two teams met the last couple of weeks of the season. These two teams met the last couple of weeks of the season, and Breathitt lost to Prairie Central on the Commodores' home floor by a couple of points. But tonight they play here at Breathitt, and the winner tonight will move to the championship game against Estill County.
Yes, they will. That was a physical game up at John C. Combs Arena. Breathitt seemed they got a slow start out of the gate that night, and Prairie got a lead and was able to hang on with that lead. So we'll see how this game starts tonight. It's very important for whoever takes this game to get a good start because if you get behind 10, 14 points on either one of these teams, especially the Commodores, because they can control the ball and they're very patient. So if you're Breathitt, you want to jump out and get that lead and put the pressure on the Commodores. If you're the Commodores, the same thing.
Let's take a look at the starting lineup for Breathitt, for Prairie Central. It will be Dylan Brock, number 4. Ridge Beverly, number 10. Tyler Day, number 23. Landon Napier, number 32. And Lance McKenzie, number 45. The Commodores dressed in black, trimmed in red and white. And for Breathitt County, it will be Christian Collins, Jalen Turner, Luke Bellamy, Bryce Hopkins, and we're underway, and the first shot of the game is no good. A run out. Collins ahead of the pack, goes up, lost it out of bounds, and they will stay with Breathitt County.
Looks like Spurry put in play for the Bobcats.
And already, I thought that was a bad job. I'm sorry. Walking called on Bryce Hopkins. We played 15 seconds.
Here comes the pressure from the Bobcats.
They lob it in backcourt to Dylan Brock. Very experienced Commodore basketball team. Breathitt County, while they don't have a lot of seniors, have a lot of experience. They went to the final game of the All-A-State tournament. Ridge Beverly gets the Commodores off and running.
Beverly's first two. And the Commodores will put pressure back on the Bobcats.
And it is an outstanding crowd on hand here for this game. And a three, good by
going to have the old-fashioned four-point play. Bellamy hits the shot, and he's going to also, the foul's on 32. That's Napier, Hurl, and the old-fashioned four-point play coming up.
Shot no good, rolled out of there. Commodores in front court. Pull up Beverly, two more.
4 points for Beverly.
Commodores, 2-2-1 press. They break it in front court to Spurry. Now in the middle of the lane, Bryce Hopkins rolls it in.
Nice touch by the big guy. That's his first bucket.
Back the other way, Napier's free for three, no good. Rebound McKenzie. Back outside to Beverly. He'll take it into the paint, scoop it up, miss the shot. They didn't bail him out, did they?
No, that's a tough shot right there. 5-5, 6:25 to go, first quarter.
Down inside, Spurry threw up an absolute prayer.
Yeah, that's a tough shot, too. The angle at the board, not very good there.
Front court today. Foul line, down the lane. Day missed the runner. Rebound, Breathitt County, Spurry. Ball knocked away. Collins has it and throws it out of bounds. Turnover against the Bobcats.
Be the Commodores getting ready to put it in play. 5:57. We're tied at 5. Harold, this is to the capacity now.
Oh, there's no doubt.
Yep.
This bad boy is full.
Bobcats in the man defense.
Front court. Dylan Brown. Now to Beverly. He has all the Commodore points. Shot no good. McKenzie trying to save it in. Can't do it. It's out of bounds.
Beverly got a wide open 15-footer, Harold, and just could not get it to go.
The winner will play a fired-up bunch of engineers from Estill County here Tuesday night.
Absolutely.
Front court, Bellamy hit the side of the backboard. Dylan Brock runs it down, but Breathitt County will beat him to it, and they take it away. Run out the other way, and a foul, and I'm sure you're going to get an intentional foul there.
Yeah.
And that's what we got.
Yeah.
Well, you had to know that was coming. They were not going to allow this thing to get out of hand early. And Bryce Hopkins went for the body, not the ball.
Yeah.
Bryce trying to plead his case, but boy, you just cannot do that. They're going to call that every time.
Day will be at the line for Prairie Central. Tyler Day have an opportunity to get in the scorecard here. The first one is no good.
One more for Tyler Day, and then they'll inbound the basketball underneath the basket. It's good. And the Commodores will inbound with a 6-5 lead. There was no way Bryce Hopkins was going to give up a three-point play.
No.
They lob it inbound, and it's dropped out of bounds. A turnover against the Commodores. And they throw that one over the head of Collins and out of bounds.
Both teams shaky right now with the basketball.
Coach Shannon Hoskins in front of us, calling out his play to his freshman point guard, Ridge Beverly. Man-to-man defense thrown up. Breathitt County three-pointer. Napier, no, didn't even draw iron.
Had a pretty good look.
Not the offensive firepower we saw in the first game, is it?
No, it isn't.
Inside, Stolenbrock. He'll go in and lay it in. Dylan Brock.
His first bucket.
Long pass ahead in front court. Ball knocked down and out of bounds. Touched last by Collins.
Yeah.
And it'll go back over to the Commodore. And we got timeout, Breathitt County. A full timeout. 4:25 to go. John Noble not liking what he's seeing.
Yep.
We'll take a break. We'll be right back.
TVS Cable has everything you need to stay entertained. Video services with all your favorite channels and local sports on Hometown 24. Ask about digital voice service for home and business. High-speed internet so you never fall behind in a game. There's something for all ages. We've got you covered. Sit back and enjoy everything TVS has to offer. Stay connected with TVS.
We are back, 8-5 the score. 4:20 to go, first quarter. Commodore. Beverly off the high ball screen, can't find an opening. Now they go into McKenzie. He faces up on Hoskins, leaves it off. Brock lays it in.
Brock has 4 in the ball game for the Commodores.
And the Commodores have doubled up Breathitt County, 10-5. Front court, Collins missed the shot. Rebound down inside. Napier of the Commodores. Here goes Beverly and swatted out of bounds by Austin Spurry.
Spurry, a good leaper.
Couple of really good freshmen in this game. Spurry, number 14. Ridge Beverly of the Commodores. He has it now.
.325 on the clock, first quarter.
Napier backing down, gets it to Brock. He looks for McKenzie down low. Now they get it to him. McKenzie backs in and missed the shot. Brock with a rebound. Back out today.
Brock hitting the boards. And
Brock has been impressive in this game.
Yes, he has.
Beverly, a little hesitation, threw it away, kind of got it back. Now takes it down the lane, spins, leaves it off. Brock leaves it off for McKenzie, and they'll bring it back outside. Very patient right now are the Commodores. Deliberately working the ball around against this tough man-to-man defense for Breathitt County. Beverly again off the ball screen. Beverly inside, threw it up, no good, but he'll go to the line. And that may be Spurry. Let's wait and see. It is Austin Spurry. And Beverly will shoot 2.
Beverly has 4 points in the game so far, and opportunity to add to that. 10-5 score.
This is the second year in a row the 14th Region Tournament has been played here at the Breathitt Coliseum. Last year, Breathitt County lost in the regional tournament to Knott County Central. The Patriots went on to represent the 14th Region in the state tournament. Coach B.B. King's 5th regional title. Shot no good. And this year they're right back to try to do it again, and they're down to the Commodores by 5.
Jalen Turner's one of these Bobcats. They got to get him started, Harold. He's athletic, good shooter.
Hasn't had the ball a whole lot.
Nope.
He's got it now, and Brock fouled him. Team foul number 2 for the Commodores, like number for Breathitt County. Looking, they lob it into Hoskins, back underneath, and Collins lays it in. Bullet pass from Hoskins to Collins, and it's 10-9.
Collins, his first bucket.
Beverly, short jumper good. Beverly rubbed Spurry off the high ball screen, got a real good look at from about 10 feet and made it pay.
6 points for Beverly.
Here goes Collins, lifted short, got it back, lays it in. Christian Collins.
4 points for Collins. Under a minute, first quarter.
12-9. I would say at least 2 times the amount of Breathitt County fans in here as our Prairie fans, wouldn't you think?
Yeah, they've got a lot. Prurie's got a good crowd, but Breathitt, you're right, Harold. Everybody in Jackson come out to the ball game.
27 seconds. Let's see if the Commodores will hold for one. A wild and woolly first game. This one has been more deliberate, more possession by possession, and taking care of the basketball. Brock, good! And a run out to Spurry, good. 5 seconds. Beverly for 3, good! And at the end of 1 quarter, the score, Prairie County Central 17, Breathitt County 11. We'll take a break. We'll be back.
Brought to you by Bank of Heinemann, Thacker Grigsby, Paradise Pizza, Game On Hazard, Wicker Law Offices in Heinemann, Heinemann Land Auction Company, and TVS.
For over 100 years, the Bank of Heinemann has been committed to serving our community and serving the future of our families, homes, and businesses. With our new convenient online banking, viewing your account balance and history, transferring money, and paying bills has never been easier or more secure. And with the construction of our new headquarters, we've renewed our promise to Heinemann to stand by our customers even in troubling economic times, because we're not just your bank, we're your neighbors. That's the Bank of Heinemann. Log on to www.bankofheinemann.com or give us a call at 606-785-3158.
Welcome back as Breathitt County will have the balls. We'll get ready to put it in play. Prairie Central leading 17-11. Combs has checked in, Harold, to the game, and it looks like we're getting ready to go quarter number 2.
Commodores will play defense as Breathitt County comes in front court. Spurrier, long 3, no good. And the ball touched out of bounds, touched last by McKenzie. I just don't like that first pass, long 3-point shot. You can get that shot anytime you want it. Looking, they bring it in for Turner, but it's knocked out of bounds. Brock has had himself quite a first quarter of basketball for Prairie Central.
Good hustler, always plays hard, Harold, is Brock.
Down low, what do we got? A foul going to be on Brock, I believe, for holding on to Turner. That's 2 on Brock, and Dylan Knight comes into the lineup for Prairie Central as Brock will have a seat. Oddly enough, Knight played at Buckhorn last year. Christian Collins of Breathitt County, he played there too. And then Landon Napier of Prairie Central played at, oddly enough, Estill County. And Estill County is in the championship game. There's a steal and a layup. Landon Napier. And it's 19-11, an 8-point Commodore lead. They fire it over the zone to in front court to Spurry. Spurry blocked, taken down, and we're going to have a foul. Foul's going to be on Dylan Knight.
That will be Knight's first one.
Team foul number 4 against Breathitt County.
Half-court defense. Commodores really bodied up on half-court defense, Earl. Spurry's first one is
no
too
good.
hard.
Austin Spurry. Into the line for Breathitt County is Andrew Combs, number 32. He gives Hoskins a rest. Second shot is good.
Spurry has 3 in the game.
A long pass ahead, shot no good, tipped up no good, tipped again no good. Rebound, Commodores have it. Day brings it. Dylan Knight got 2 shots.
Yes,
couldn't
he
get
did.
it to fall. Step back jumper, no good. Rebound, Turner. Oh, what a nice move. Spurry with a spin move.
5 points for Spurry.
Front court. Day with it. Gets it to Beverly and now to McKenzie. They'll start the offense. Wide open. Jumper no good. Didn't even draw iron. Spurry loses it. Beverly behind his back. Put up no good. Foul's going to be on Austin Spurry.
McKenzie will go to the line for Purry Central.
That's 2 on Austin Spurry.
McKenzie's first one is good. That's his first point in the ball game. In for Breathitt County, Bellamy, Isaac Bellamy will come in, sophomore guard. McKenzie hits them both.
McKenzie stretches the lead back to 7. And a long pass by Turner. And that was nowhere close.
30-second timeout.
And timeout, John Noble. Breathitt County a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. 21-14. Quite a different pace than what we saw earlier.
Yes, it is. For the most part, Commodores were being patient. They have took a couple shots, Harold, that was kind of rushed and didn't have any success. But when they come down and really take their time and patient, they seem to get a good shot. Breathitt County really is selling for the outside, except for the last few trips down. They've made a couple of moves. Spurry has made a couple of trips down and was successful on one, and the other one, Harold, he got defended away. But Breathitt needs to keep putting the ball in the lane. They've got to have to do that. Hoskins and Collins and Turner, they're huge on there.
Yeah, they are. Commodores with it, and a 7-point lead. Down along the baseline, they drop it off. Dylan Knight saves it in, and McKenzie lays it in.
McKenzie has 4 with that bucket.
9-point lead. Here goes Hoskins. Boy, what a terrible shot. McKenzie with the rebound. Commodores in front court. Napier 3, threw it, shot an air ball, got down and put back up, no good.
I think Knight took that corner.
Yeah, that was Knight taking the three-pointer.
Got a good look, just shot it a little too hard.
Bellamy. Commodores have an outstanding half-court defense now, I tell you that. And we got a foul. And it's going to be on Bryce Hoskins for throwing an elbow. This may be a flagrant. Let's wait and see. And it is. Bryce Hoskins lost his cool through an elbow, and a second Bryce Hoskins flagrant foul in the first half.
You know, you gotta keep your emotions down. You gotta learn to do that.
Hoskins out of the lineup now.
McKenzie, first one.
No good. You had to know, looking at both these teams' lineup, that McKenzie and Hoskins, two big football players, were going to butt heads.
Yes.
And thus far, McKenzie has been able to maintain his cool much better than Hoskins has.
5 points for McKenzie.
And a double-digit lead for the Commodores. And they'll bring it the length of the court and shoot too. And have the basketball. Student section of Prairie Central calling for Bryce Hoskins to get back in the game. I guess they like the fact that he's fouled a couple of times and given 4 foul shots and the ball twice.
McKenzie with it. Collins guarding him.
Bring it back outside to Fannin into the lineup for the Commodore, number 12. Give and go. Napier inside. Lost it. Dylan Knight gets it. Threw it in back court. That's going to be a turnover.
Pass was low and very hard, and it just didn't have time to
Beverly
get
will
down.
come back. Fannin will leave. It certainly was not Tyler Fannin's fault.
No.
No one could have gotten that ball.
No, it would have been a hard task, Earl. It was very low.
24-14. Andrew Combs, Bellamy, 3, no good. Rebound, the Commodores. And they have it knocked out of bounds. Landon Napier, Commodores will get the basketball. .336 to go. Second quarter. McKenzie, no good. And they turn it over again.
Curry comes in for Turner, and we're going to have a 30-second timeout, Earl. So we'll just leave it here. And how about the Lady Cats today? Big win.
Oh, it was indeed.
I was shocked. I didn't expect that.
I didn't expect it either, but Kentucky ladies basketball team has won the automatic bid to the NCAA tournament. Don't have to worry about waiting for that that phone call come Sunday. They won their way in. And boy, they did not take an easy route. They beat Mississippi State. They beat LSU. They beat Tennessee. They beat South Carolina. That's murder's row right there.
Absolutely. They deserve to be in the tournament, Earl. 3:16 to go until half, and stay around and join us at halftime. The guys will give you their thoughts on the first half and what they think's coming up the second half. Breathitt went zone.
They are in a zone. Little matchup job.
Yes.
In the corner, Day. Inside, Knight down low. Nice bullet pass. And McKenzie lays it in. 12-point lead.
7 points for McKenzie with a soft touch off the glass.
And another turnover. In the corner, Napier thought about a three, brings it back out. Day will take it, no good. And a three the other way, no good. Rebound on the floor. Battle for it out of bounds. It'll go to the Commodore.
Tell you what, the Commodores are going after every loose ball strong and quick. And Breathitt right now needs to settle down. They're losing some of their opportunities on turnovers. Day will put it in play, 2:08, 26-14. Beverly will bring it up. As Breathitt will go back to the man defense, Harold. The zone one trip, and Coach Noble decide he better stay with the man.
26-14, minute 52 to go. Commodore's been very patient. For Shannon Hoskin. Down underneath. Here goes Knight. Leave it off. McKenzie. Good.
9 points for McKenzie.
Another great pass from Knight to McKenzie. Here goes Spurry. Blocked by McKenzie. Foul on McKenzie. (28-14) going to the line will be Austin Spurry, and he will shoot two.
He's got 5 points in the game so far. Opportunity here, 0.6.
It's good. Minute and a half to go. You know, Coach Hoskins would love to go to the dressing room of the double-digit league.
Oh, yes, he would. And, you know, it makes it tough when you give him a double-digit lead.
And no good. Rebound, Dylan Knight.
I think Knight's come in, and Harold, he's had a lot of energy. He's been after 3 or 4 loose balls. He's
made a couple of great assists.
Yeah.
To McKenzie. McKenzie has it now. Waits for, finds Napier, 3, no good. Long-range bombs both ways just haven't been going in. Ahead to Andrew Combs. Down the lane, Spurry, and a dunk by Christian Collins.
He's got 6.
28-17, final 50 seconds. Commodore's biggest lead has been 14. Bad pass and out of bounds. And they're going to give that ball to Breathitt County. Looks like it might have been a little contact there, but...
well, they've let them play, I mean, and we've seen in the first game, it was a physical game, and it is what it is. You just keep going. Spurry stepped on the sideline, and it's going the other way with 26 seconds. Commodores
and another turnover.
Yep.
A lot of basketball, and the fun continues this week. The girls' state tournament gets underway. The championship game of the 14th region will be Tuesday night. The girls' state tournament gets underway on Wednesday. The Southeastern Conference tournament will get underway Wednesday from Tampa Bay. So it's going to be a big week coming up. And then the week after that, 3 no good at the buzzer. The week after that will be the NCAA tournament and the boys Sweet 16. 28-17 at halftime. It is the Commodores leading by 11. We'll take a break and we'll come back.
Woo! Papa John's just took their fresh, never frozen dough and hand stretched it into thin, oversized New York-style slices. I mean, look at that crust. That is the perfect crust thickness no matter how you eat it. So you can fold it or not. But I ain't gonna lie though, I fold it. Get a New York style pizza from Papa John's. Better ingredients, better pizza.
If you've been waiting on the new Samsung Galaxy S22 device, then the team at Appalachian Wireless has some good news for you. Appalachian Wireless is launching all Samsung S22 models on sale. Every S22 model will be $150 off normal contract pricing. Or take $100 off and we'll pay the taxes on the Appalachian Advantage. Visit one of our retail or dealer locations and on the web because we don't want you to miss this fantastic deal. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Here at Thacker Grigsby and TVS, we're committed to building a better future for our community. In these times, being connected is more important than ever, and we're working every day to keep you online and in touch with the world. For generations, we've been a part of this community, and we're proud to serve this community for many generations to come. Thacker Grigsby and TVS, working for a better future for Eastern Kentucky.
Coach Stacy, you know what?
What?
You're gonna drive away saying,
Man, what a deal.
I love that.
That was great.
I love that.
I worked hard on that when I was ready.
You were ready.
I'm trying to get a contract out of this show some way, somehow. I don't know if it's going to work.
You know, Josh already took away our Gatorade sponsorship. He won't let me put that on the table anymore.
So I just want to say, first of all, that obviously if you're not watching on Hometown 24 right now, you're in this gym.
Yeah.
There is standing room only. You know, we're here in the far sideline corner, and there's people packed in this corner to watch this game. We're having to look over the top of people's heads to watch to see what's going on the court, and I'm not even sure what's happened this entire game on Perry Central's half of the court because I can't see it. And there's people lined the balconies. They're standing up against the wall. Like I hope and pray the fire marshal doesn't walk in here at any given time.
Yeah.
But I was talking to the sheriff here right before the game started, who's led us in prayer before each game, and I want to point that out. But he said he hasn't seen a crowd like this at a basketball game in maybe 20 years.
Yeah.
Do you believe that's true?
I could see that. It's been a while since I've seen this atmosphere. You know, I thought last year, even with COVID, that this gym was pretty packed, but it was not like this.
I've seen it like that here in this gym.
Yeah.
But it's been that kind of time ago. I would agree with Mr. Jones. It's been a long time. I mean, I've seen some wars right here. I've seen Benji Combs hit a three over here in the corner to send them to the state tournament. I've seen some big ones here.
But
this is a huge crowd.
Absolutely.
But, you know, how long ago has it been since a game like this has been talked about from the main beginning, preseason, honestly, from before the season even started to now? This has been the hot take on anybody's roster. That
Absolutely. Yeah, and that's true, too. The build-up for this game in particular, probably more so than any other game that's been on a slate for the past couple of years. Y'all excuse us if the camera moves a little bit. We're having to move some things around to accommodate. But you're right. I mean, and that plays a part of it, too. And we got home team. You know, you got your home team. You know, and you got Perry, which travels well, always brings a huge crowd.
Plus they're just down the road.
Large school enrollment, just down 25 minutes down the road, maybe. Yeah, so a lot of that comes into play as well.
And you got moms yelling at each other from across the gym.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Who wouldn't live?
What a better.
Well, that's why I've got the Jackson police here with me just in case.
And we got stats.
We've got police. We've got stats. All right.
Turnovers. Breathitt County turnovers.
Okay.
That's the first thing I want to see.
All right. Breathitt County turnovers. I'm going to give it to you really quick. Oh wow. They've got 12 already.
Yeah.
Compared to compared to Perry's 3.
They cannot win this game if they turn it over at that pace.
Listen, it's hard to win any game if you don't value your possessions, and I think Breathitt is a little too fast right now. I think the moment is a little bit bigger than what they're playing right now, and they need to bring it up to what this environment is. I mean, separate everything else. You got to find some way to separate the crowd and what's going on the court, and even what's going on with the other team. You got to separate that. I think the emotions played up a little bit. We saw 2 intentional fouls that half.
Yes.
Their turnovers are coming and the attempt to push the ball to increase
Yes.
the pace of the game.
Yes.
But you know, you can't. The pace is important, but you cannot have that amount of turnovers. Now, those kind of turnovers are not leading into direct points for the Commodores. I think I've seen a couple of buckets off of turnovers. So they're not that kind of turnovers. But where it bites you is we finally got a team here that can control the tempo.
Yeah.
They're using their 2-2-1 to slow
it down.
work it down, and they're back in their defense. On offense, when they get set up, they're going to get the shot they want.
Yep.
If it takes a minute or a minute and a half, it don't matter.
I mean, you mentioned there, they ran they're halfway through the first. They were up 10-5, you know, and they just ran their offense for a minute, probably 50 to 55 seconds, ran some time off the clock, end up getting a foul. You know, hey, that's just as good as 2. Now, granted, he missed both free throws, but
come right back and got him.
Yeah, come right back and got him. Yeah.
What that gets you is a team that wants to play half court, being patient. That limits. Look, when you have those kind of possessions, you limit possessions throughout the game. You shorten the game, limit possessions, which is exactly what you want to do with a team like Breathitt that wants to play up and down. We want to have a ton of possessions, ton of opportunities, and you're taking that away.
Get this. Let me throw this stat at you. And a shout out to Devontae Dixon, my man. He's watching back home. He was here for the first game. He couldn't make it for the second game. Shout out, Dale. Love you, man. Field goal attempts. Get this. Perry Central's doubled up Breathitt on field goal attempts.
Yeah.
Perry Central's attempted 28 shots to Breathitt's 15. Now, I'm not a very smart man, but if you're shooting more shots than the other team and giving yourself more opportunities to score, you're probably going to win. Perry Central has shot 28 shots. Now, they've only made 11 of those, but they've shot 28 shots compared to Breathitt's 7 makes and only 15 attempts. They've only attempted 15 field goals that half.
They got 12 turnovers.
Exactly.
The turnovers and something else that has really surprised
extra
me.
shots for Perry.
One thing that's really surprised me, this is not, Perry has been a little bit more physical than Breathitt. And that's not typical for a John Noble team. I'm very surprised.
And I do want to point that out is that these 16th region officials, and me and you talked to Coach Amos here before this game got started, he said they're going to let them play.
Yeah.
And absolutely, they're getting ready to walk out behind us. I hope they don't hear us talking about them. But they have they've let them play.
They have let them play.
And me and you we're talking to Coach Hayes here, and he's like, I don't know if that favors us too well, and it's really not this half at least.
Yep.
You're looking at a score of 28-17. Anything let's go down the line here before we got to go back to David Harold. What can Breathitt do at this point to disrupt the Perry County Central Commodores and get themselves back in this game? We'll start with Wes and work our way back to John.
You know, I think that goes back to limiting turnovers, and I'm not entirely sure what they have to do that. I know that they've got to calm down a little bit.
Calm down.
They've got to calm down.
Get your emotions.
Yes, and I think that's it. Emotionally, Breathitt County has played with their emotions on their sleeves a little bit. We've seen 2 intentional fouls, like you mentioned.
Yep.
We've seen a little bit of recklessness coming up the floor. And I think you've got the size advantage. If you play a half-court game like Coach Stacy was talking about, you should be able to get some offensive rebounds.
Real quick, Coach, what does Breathitt do?
Defensively, they might have to. I know they've been in the zone. They might. I ain't sure they can guard Perry man, but they might have to start putting some ball pressure. You cannot let Beverly sit out there and run this show.
And run off screens. Real quick, John, you got like 2 seconds.
Quit turning the ball over. Back
Period. We're going back to David Harold. We'll see what happens second half. Stay tuned.
We're back. Getting ready to start the third quarter here, just about a minute away here, or a little less from getting started. A lot of turnovers for the Bobcats in the first half.
They turned it over 12 times as opposed to 3 for Perry Central. Bobcats did out-rebound Perry Central 15-11. They shot 46% from the two-point line and only 1 out of 5, 20% from behind the arc. The Commodores were 11 of 28, shot 39% from the two-point line and 2 out of 9 for 22% from behind the arc. Neither team shooting the ball really, really well at all.
Not really. Not what we've seen them shoot before in the past, but
the turnovers are the big thing that
yes,
jumps out
they
at
are.
you.
28-17, Prairie Central with the lead, and they will have the ball to start the third quarter.
This game, a much more grinded out sort of game than what we saw in the first game.
Yes, it is.
28-17, and the Commodores will inbound. We get the third quarter underway. Back in the zone. Breathitt County. Spurry got a hand on that pass, but unable to control it. Inside McKenzie, back to Day, and now to McKenzie, shot blocked. Beverly gets it, puts it up and missed it. Ball tipped out by Hoskins, taken by the Commodores. Day for three, no good. They battle again. This time the Commodores will not get it. Breathitt will, and Spurry lays it in.
Spurry has 8 with that layup. Spurry, plenty of opportunities there. I just couldn't get one of them to go.
Boy, a huge crowd on hand for the semifinal round of the 14th Region Boys Tournament. And a steal by Spurry. 2 more.
Spurry has 10. That'll be a timeout by Prairie Central. It's going to be a full timeout, Harold.
A timeout by the Commodores. 6:26 to go. Breathitt begins the game on a 4-0 run to start the third quarter. We'll be right back.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in getting your hands dirty.
I believe the best recipes are never written down.
I believe in fried chicken, cornbread, and soup beans.
I believe in the cards. I believe in cats.
I believe in insurance coverage that helps you sleep at night.
I believe in always carrying an umbrella.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
Contact Derek Bowling, your Kentucky Farm Bureau agent in Hazard.
Welcome back. 28-21. Prairie Central with the lead. Just getting started in the third period. 6:26 to go. Beverly will get ready to put it in play. And he'll come in today. Back to Beverly, and he'll bring it down. Bellamy is guarding Ridge. Beverly.
Commodores with it.
McKenzie looked for Brock cutting her, but good defense by Collins.
Beverly off the high McKenzie ball screen. McKenzie cuts to the basket and lays it in. Nice pocket pass by Beverly, almost thrown away. Hoskins able to get a hand on it, tip it over to Spurry.
11 points for McKenzie in the ball game. Having a good game.
Spurry thought about a three, now backs up, looks for, finds Collins on the left-hand corner. 30-21, 5:41 to go, third quarter. Now Collins spins, fires, no good, out of bounds. No, run down in the corner. Breathitt County has it, and Walken called on Spurry. Turnovers continue to mount for the Bobcats.
12 in the first half, so you've got to keep those down in the big game. Bobcats 1-2-2 on defense. They'll match up after the ball goes in their area.
Into the corner they go now. Inside open Brock. Brock had it blocked, but he got it fouled. Foul's going to be on Christian Collins. No, that was Jalen Turner.
Yeah.
And Turner picks up a first.
Turner's not really got started in this game, Earl. He got off to a good game against Knott Central, but he's not really got started here.
And Brock shot no good. Free throws in the first half. Prairie Central was 4 out of 8. Breathitt County was 2 out of 5, so neither team burning it up. Shot no good. He crossed the line anyway, and a violation. And the Commodores now
6 points for
4 out of 10, 40% both ways. Both teams shooting 40% from the foul line. Quickly Spurry underneath Hoskins, missed the shot, got it back, missed it again, but he'll go to the line.
You got to take advantage of that second one, especially where he was at. You got to make those. 30-21, 4:55 to go.
Hoskins shot is good.
3 points for Hoskins. And here comes Knight in, and Brock will get a break.
That's 3 fouls on Dylan Brock.
Brock, a very aggressive defender, plays hard and hits the boards.
And Hoskins good again. It is 30-23, back to a 7-point game. Commodores break the timeline, giving the corner for a 3 by Napier. I run out the other way. Collins, no good. Foul going to be on Napier. That's 2 on Napier.
Collins coming to the line. He's got 6 points so far in the ball game.
Interesting storyline should Prairie Central win this game, because Napier will be playing against his old team in the championship game Tuesday night. But first, Breathitt County got a little something to say about this. Out of bounds, it'll stay with Breathitt County. (33-24). Alley-oop hit the backboard. Terrible pass. And a foul on Turner. Turner threw a horrible pass and then compounded the problem by fouling.
I tell you, Earl, he's just not been involved. He's just not been in the game like he normally is.
That's 2 on Jalen Turner. Down the lane, and the floater no good. Rebound Spurry all the way, lays it in.
Spurry has 12. He's starting to kick in and get some buckets.
That's 7-point lead underneath Knight. And they go to the floor battling. It'll be a jump ball, I'm sure. It'll be a jump ball. It'll go to Breathitt County. Emotions running high.
Yeah, big game. They
Always
that to
do
young
this time of
kids
year.
well. Yes, they do.
It'll be Bobcat basketball. 3:46 to go. Down by 7. We are in the third quarter.
2-2-1 by the Commodores on defense.
Turner, Spurry, poked away. They take it away from him. And Spurry turns it over. Front court, Napier thought about a 3, won't take that. Beverly Day drives on Hoskins. Good! up and under, and a 9-point lead.
3 points for Tyler Day.
They fire it long, ball knocked out of bounds, and what do we got? Christian Collins and one of the Bobcats, one of the Commodores mixed it up over in the corner. Boy, this thing is really physical, you know that?
Physical game, basketball.
Well, it wasn't supposed to be.
But
wasn't supposed to be.
It's just turned out that way.
When they quit calling fouls, these things happen. You got to call fouls. I mean, simple as that. They lob it in back court. Breathitt County with it. 9-point Commodore lead. They go down low, and Collins turns and lays it in. Nice move there by Collins.
9 points for Collins.
35-28. Coach Hoskins directed his team from in front of his bench. Driving Day underneath, McKenzie missed it. Commodores missed a golden opportunity there. Front court, Spurry, 3, good!
Spurry with 15.
35-31. Napier in the corner for 3, good, the answer. 38-31.
Napier has 6, 2 threes in the ball game.
Quickly, Spurry on the move. Underneath Hoskins. Yes, sir. Pace picking up a little bit now.
6 for Hoskins.
38-33, 1:48 to go until the end of the third. A 3 by Day, no good. That's not what I think they wanted. A run out, Turner over the shoulder, Collins, blocked. McKenzie blocked it, fires 3, no, rebound, Breathitt County. And now the Commodores' bodies all over the floor. And the foul's gonna be, I believe, on Day.
Yes. First foul on Tyler Day. So 1:23 to go here in the third. Combs will come back in. And Fannin will return for Prairie Central. McKenzie's going to get somewhat of a break. He's not been out the entire game, the big guy. He's been hustling.
Knight is back in there as well.
Yeah.
38-33. Andrew Combs hadn't got a shot yet, but Bellamy will. Oh, good no, it came out of there. And they knock it away. Commodores control all the way. Napier, no good. Put back up and in by Day. Long pass ahead. Breathitt County quickly in front court. Here goes Spurry behind the back, and he threw it away. 2-on-1. Fannin. And an offensive foul. (48-33).
42 seconds. Third quarter. Commodores 2-2-1.
Turner breaks right down the middle, kicks it out. Andrew Combs thought about a 3, then I get away. Stolen. And a foul. Boy, Prairie Central is absolutely getting gift after gift after gift from Breathitt County. They just turning the ball over in bunches.
They are. I mean, you get opportunities, you got to take advantage of them. You get in the ball game like this.
We saw this, Breathitt on occasion this year do this. You got to take care of the basketball in close games like this.
I'm sure Coach Shannon Hoskins is going to go for one shot here with 25 seconds to go in the third.
I would think so. Beverly out near midcourt. 16 seconds. Beverly, 9 seconds. Calls for the ball screen. They drive off of it. In the corner, open three, Day, good.
5 points for Day.
And just like that, the Commodores lead by 10 at the end of three. Breathitt County down 43-33. We'll be back.
At HCTC, you're more than just a student.
I'm a daughter.
I am a father.
I am employed.
I am a mother.
I am ambitious. I am a work in progress.
I am an innovator.
I am a HCTC graduate.
Being in an accident can leave you feeling vulnerable and lost. You need a lawyer who will fight for you and be there by your side the entire way. What I believe is that with trust and collaboration.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter getting ready, and on Fan Cam Hurl, our #1 fan, David Ritchie from Breathitt County. He's enjoying this ball game. He'd like to see his Bobcats get a few more buckets, but he's enjoying it.
43-33. And the Commodores, after the big three-point basket by Day, leads by 10, and they'll have the ball to start the fourth quarter. They lob it in backcourt to Napier. Leaves it off with Beverly. Beverly drives it in front court. Now goes down inside, has his shot blocked. Saved in, but it's out of bounds. It will stay with Prairie Central.
Beverly went in there, he had Turner on him.
Oh, that's just no place to be.
You know, it's hard to get a shot
No
off.
place to be, not a good decision by the freshman. You got a 10-point lead. You don't force things in that situation. Prairie Central with the basketball. They lead by 10. Here goes Napier. Slips, got his footing back, and now the ball's stolen. And the foul's going to be on...
I think Napier.
Napier. That will be team foul number 5.
Third foul on Napier. Well, Breathitt County will, as Combs gets ready to put in play, Bellamy, Spurry, Hoskins, some quickness on the floor and shootings.
Boy, good defense there by underneath by McKenzie, but even better play offensively as they found Hoskins. And Hoskins open to lay it in.
8 points for Hoskins. Winner of this game will play Estill County Tuesday night, 7 o'clock.
Eight-point lead, 6.5 to go. Top of the circle, Brock back into the lineup for the Commodores. Now gives it to Beverly. Beverly takes it inside and threw it up. No good. Once again, what kind of shot was that? Situation like this. Front court. Spurry, or correction, Bellamy. No good, but it's out of bounds. It'll stay with Breathitt County.
Fannin will come in for Beverly.
It has always been my assumption that the game of basketball, the most important thing in the game was the ball.
Absolutely.
Well, I don't think they cherish it very much around here anymore. Inside they go, and a bad pass out of bounds, another turnover. It'll go over to the Commodores.
Turner right there with to go up on
and
the glass.
Breathitt County is going to be getting a timeout. 6 minutes straight up to go. 8-point Prairie Central lead. A timeout on the floor. We'll be right back.
Being in an accident can leave you feeling vulnerable and lost. You need a lawyer who will fight for you and be there by your side the entire way. What I believe is that with trust and collaboration, we can get you the justice that you deserve. Go to KyleSHall.com right now to schedule a free consultation. I will review the details of your case and get you back on your feet. Don't navigate the legal system alone. Get me in your corner right now.
Here at Hometown 24 and TVS Cable, we care about the community. And while you might not see the same familiar faces you're used to seeing, know we're still here. Bringing you live high school sports straight to your living room.
Six minutes to go and an 8-point lead for the Commodore. Breathitt County opened up this season as an overwhelming favorite to win this 14th region tournament this year.
I thought we kind of knew that with the experience Coach Hoskins had coming back, he'd be in the picture. You know, he gets everything out of his kids.
Underneath, McKenzie, good.
13.
Good pass from Brock to McKenzie.
13 for McKenzie.
And it's back to a double-digit lead. 2 years in a row the tournament has been played here. Breathitt County favored this year from the start, but right now they're in trouble. Right side he goes and moving with it. Spurry. Back outside. Bellamy. And they take it away from Bellamy. Bellamy dives in there to tie it up. Let's see if they got a timeout or will it be a jump ball?
Beverly comes back in.
Beverly back in, and Fannin will leave.
Fannin come in and worked hard. Played a minute or so there and did a good job. Got after it.
Lob it in backcourt to Spurry.
Combs needs a few shots for the Bobcats.
Spurry drives, missed the shot, ball tipped up. Taken by Combs, blocked by McKenzie. Run out, Napier. Boy, he had a man in front of him. Probably should have given that ball up to Brock. Inside McKenzie, back outside to Beverly, and they'll set it up for 49. Beverly calling out his play. He brings McKenzie way out in backcourt to take the basketball. Hoskins guards him, and he stays in next to the free throw line.
Commodores will be patient. Bobcats is going to have to start doing some trapping and force some shots to go up, Earl.
Napier with it. Clock running at 4:15. Napier down the lane, lays it in. Nobody came over, and it's back to a 12-point lead.
Napier.
Here comes Spurry. Down the middle, lays it in.
Spurry has 17 for Breathitt County.
3:54 to go. If they can, down underneath Brock, no good. Ball on the floor. Brock choked it away, and timeout. Lights dim here at the Coliseum. It'll be Breathitt County basketball. And they got to be just about out of timeouts.
Yeah, I wouldn't think much more. Maybe one, maybe. I'm not sure. But if you're Coach Noble and you've got 3.5 minutes to go, Harold, you can't come down.
You qualify for $30 off your Thacker Grigsby or TVS broadband bill through the Affordable Connectivity Program. If you participate in certain federal government-funded programs, yes, you can start your qualification process by going to acpbenefit.org and click on the blue Apply Now button, or call our office at 606-785-9500 or stop by one of our locations in Jackson, Whitesburg, Hazard, or Hindman.
You got to make them, because they're going to make them shoot them.
Hoskins will out and inbound for the Bobcats. Hoskins looking, gets it into Turner, and now to Spurry. Spurry is fouled at midcourt by Napier, and that is 3 on Napier, and team foul number 6 against Prairie Central, I believe, or yes, team foul number 6. So Spurry will have to inbound, and Breathitt County will have the basketball.
I think the official is telling Coach Noble, I don't think this guy can go. And
Spurry's going to have to come out of that.
Yeah, the official.
Boy, he's a big loss.
Yeah, he is. And Combs will come in, and
Andrew probably a better pure shooter than Spurry. He doesn't have Spurry's speed or quickness or jumping ability.
Right.
But he has the ability to put it in the hole.
You know, we're about at the situation in this way it's going. Bobcats have got to make something happen here and make something happen soon.
Ball is stolen by Brock all the way. Dunk it, young man.
8 points for Brock. And that may have put, I know there's 3 minutes left, but you've got to make something happen. That could, if it goes.
In the corner, no good. Rebound, Collins back up inside, lays it in.
Collins has 11.
Back to a 10-point game, 3 minutes to go. Breathitt County has only committed 3 fouls.
Yeah.
They give the ball to Napier, back to Beverly. Short jump shot, no good. He left that one short. Underneath Brock, no good, but he got fouled. Foul's going to be on Andrew Combs.
I thought Combs
and Dylan Brock will go to the line.
I thought that was a good foul, Harold. Brock was about ready to just put it off the backboard, and Combs wants to make him earn it from the charity stripe.
2:44 to go. We talked about taking it a minute at a time and trying to maintain that double-digit lead. Right now it stands at 11 with 2:44 to go.
9 points for Brock. He'll have an opportunity. Only one Commodore in double digits.
Brock, good again.
2 now as he's got 10, McKenzie 13.
50 to 40 to 39. I thought it was 51, but it is 51. 51-39. A long pass ahead, out of the corner, a 3, no good. Rebound. Napier, and 2.5 to go, and they got that 12-point lead.
Yeah.
Day is fouled. And we'll take a timeout. And it looked like we had a jersey change.
Yeah.
Spurry wearing number 33 now. Must have had some blood on his jersey. 51-39, 2:20 to go, David Adams. As my friend Jody Johnson used to say, I've seen sicker dogs get well, but not lately.
Yeah. Well, right from the start, the Commodores moving the ball good, getting good shots, hitting some shots, and the Bobcats turnovers, 12 in the first half. Really
and at least I would say that many in the second.
Yeah, their passing has been picked off. Coach Noble, I know he's worked these kids hard, but you get this regional atmosphere, Harold, and it's just different.
A lot of Bobcat fans headed for the parking lot.
Yes,
unbelievable. Still 2:20 to go.
Still a lot of time. Who knows? In our first game, that would have been.
Oh, that was an eternity.
Yeah.
Napier looking, gets it in today, and Day gets it back to Napier. And now to Beverly, and we got a foul, and that is team foul number 5 on the Bobcats.
You have to remember the Bobcats won the All-A this year and made it to the finals, Earl. And that was good experience for this team. Look at the Commodores, winner of the WYMT. And
I tell you what, this team has come and gotten better and better and better as the season has went along. And Coach Hoskins has done an outstanding job, and I know that's easy to say, but he really has. From an opening season blowout at home to Harlan County, he has them one step away from the state basketball tournament. Going to the line, Day, good.
Tyler Day, and if 6 points for Tyler.
Spurry back out of the lineup. Second shot, no good. Rebound, Collins. Andrew Combs is in. They fire it over to Collins. He fell, got it back. Gets it over to Bellamy in the corner. 3, no good. Rebound, Brock. Leaves it off to Napier in front court. Underneath they go. Kick it back outside. And a foul on Collins with 1:37 to go. And the Commodores beginning to fill it now. And boy, you look around this arena and it is 2/3 full of Breathitt County Bobcat wearing blue. And there's some long, long faces in this crowd right now.
But they have supported their team, Harold. And they come out and they have some good crowds down here, and they came to support their team. And they've got it going. They've got it going on down here. They've got good support.
Hoskins is out. And back in to replace him. Shot no good. Is the Spurry wearing 11 now?
Yes.
He switched jerseys again. They kick it outside. Bellamy for 3. No good. And they simply have not shot the ball well.
No, they have not.
52-39, 1:24 to go, and it's beginning to look more and more like a Perry County Central Engineer
Yeah. And I'm going to
championship
tell
game.
you something, Harold. That's going to be a battle. That's going to be a battle. Now, I know Perry's got more experience and time, but I'm going to tell you, Estill County does not quit. They'll give it what they've got. But now, if you're the Commodores, you're feeling awful confident.
Boy, I cannot believe how the fans are pouring out of this gym right now in Breathitt County. Shot is good by Napier.
That is
almost everyone wearing a T-shirt that says "This is our house."
And one more shot for Napier. He'll get him in double figures with 10. And
No good. Rebound down. Turner.
Yeah.
And the ball almost stolen. Now is stolen on the ground. Breathitt comes away with it, and they're going to call a good basket and one. Spurry will go to the line.
Tyler Day, I was thinking had 3. The PA man announced 2, but now they changed it. He's got 3 now. 53-41, minute 14 to go. Want to remind everybody you can join us on Tuesday night for the 14th Region Championship game. We'll have the guys come on about 6:30, 6:25. Hope you join for that, and then tip off at 7 o'clock with Harold and I. And we'll bring you Estill County and the winner of this game right here, and it's leaning towards the Commodores right now.
We'll have foul shots coming up for Dylan Brock. A 12-point Commodore lead with a little over a minute to go. It's been a long day here, but a very, very rewarding day. And we have seen 2 outstanding basketball games.
We have indeed seen some good players, kids playing hard, and that's what it's all about.
Brock missed both free throws. They ain't dead yet. Here comes Spurry. Almost lost it, got it back. And now he throws it away. Napier with it, another turnover for the Bobcats. And a foul with 56 seconds to go.
Harold, right now, if we had to pick a player that has a lot of impact, there were several of them, but McKenzie.
I love McKenzie's game today. I really do. I think he has battled and battled and battled. He's gotten some points, gotten some rebounds, gotten some block shots. He, if they win, is my player of the game.
Yeah, I agree with you. So Lance McKenzie, number 45, will be your player of the game. Lance McKenzie of the Commodores.
Young man, a quarterback on their football team. And he plays the middle on the basketball team. 54-41, 56 seconds to go. And the Commodores are going to take a timeout. We'll take one as well. The Prairie County Central Commodores, 56 seconds away from a championship game. We'll be back.
No matter what town or community you live in, there's a Tim Short dealership nearby. That's because our family of dealerships are dedicated to serving the folks throughout Eastern Kentucky. Our employees are your friends and neighbors, helping to support the local economy and provide safe and affordable transportation to everyone that shops the family of Tim Short dealerships. Our entire inventory can be found with the click of a button at timshortautogroup.com. Visit us online and join the thousands of customers that took the short drive to satisfaction today.
In Eastern Kentucky, being connected to the world has never been easier.
We are back. Lights continue to dim and then brighten here.
We may have a good rain share or something in there. It was real cloudy before the game got started. And wind a-blowing. So
front court, Combs 3, good. And it's down to a 10-point game, 40 seconds.
Andrew with a
long pass ahead today. 2 more.
Tyler Day has 8 in the ball game.
Front court, Combs again to the basket, 2 more.
Andrew Combs has 5.
And a foul with 25 seconds to go on Bellamy of Breathitt County. Boy, we hadn't called his name a whole lot, have we?
No, we have not. Ridge, we had him in the first quarter. He started off hot and got things going, but he slowed down in the game. He's got 9 points, and that's 10.
That is good.
So he ends up with double figures. Him and Brock, Napier, all double figures with McKenzie. They have 10 apiece, and he's got 13. Day commits foul. Spurry will go to the line. Coach Shannon Hoskins, if I'm not mistaken, has won the region twice, Harold. He'll have an opportunity on Tuesday night to go for his 3rd regional title.
Is he won 12 already? I thought it was 1. Was it 2?
Yeah.
Shot is good.
Spurry.
How long has he been the head coach down there?
You know, I don't know that for sure. I'm going to have to check up on some history here and see if we can't find that out for you.
Shot is good, down to a 9-point game. They fire it long, bad pass. McKenzie can't catch up with it. In front court, and they just throw it away again. That's Turner. They'll get it back with 15 seconds to go, and interested to see after the game the turnover comparison for both teams.
My.
Front court.
9 seconds, and that's going to do it.
They're going to allow him to dribble it out. 105, 101, 0.
57.
And Perry County Central has sent Breathitt County home as the disappointed basketball team on their home court again.
Yeah, you get your team built up and you're on your home court and you want things to happen, Earl. And tonight, there's too many turnovers and you know, they just couldn't get on a roll. And Commodores took advantage of those turnovers and put some points on the board.
And so it is set for Tuesday night. Estill County and Perry County Central, a 7 o'clock tip here at Farcio Woods Arena.
That should be an interesting game. Hey, listen, this Estill County bunch will play hard, Harold.
They will play you hard, I promise you that.
Yeah.
What a day of basketball it has been. It began with Cordia and Estill County what seemed like hours ago. And it was an up and down sort of basketball game. Run and shoot and run and shoot some more. And at their own game, Cordia was beaten by Estill County. And in game number 2, it was Breathitt County, who many people had penciled in as a trip to Rupp, beaten by Perry County Central here on their home court by a score of 57-48.
And you know,
they're going to bring me those stats here,
yeah,
and
I've
got before I go off the air, I got to take a look at that turnover.
Absolutely. And you know, this game was basically a 8-10 point game, Harold. It was not a 2- and 3-point game.
21 turnovers on the night for Breathitt County, 8 for Perry County Central, rebounding 38 for Breathitt County, and I don't believe there's 20. It says 21 for Perry Central. I just can't buy that Breathitt County out-rebounded them 17. But the turnovers, I do believe, 21-8, and Breathitt County has exited this tournament.
Yes, they have, and you know, look at Breathitt County's season, a good season, like we mentioned before. They won the All-A, got to go down and play in the finals. A lot of these kids will be back. Turner will not be back. He's a senior, and he's had a good career and played hard, that young man. But, Harold, they got a lot of people coming back, so Bob.
They got a lot of work to do taking care of the basketball.
Yeah, they do.
Final score, 57-48. PCC, the winner over Breathitt County. For David Adams, I'm Harold Mullins saying thanks for joining us. We'll be right back here on Tuesday night as the Estill County Engineers will take on the Commodores of Perry County Central. We're going to throw it over to the bench to the guys and let them close us out. Good night, everyone.
I might go to sleep when I get home. Welcome back.
We are here.
Welcome back. Oh, what?
We're live, Winston.
I know. I'm trying to open up the show. Will y'all leave me alone? Welcome back.
First thing I want to mention is I'm sitting over here. I've been talking to our player of the game, Lance McKenzie, and he comes over here, and, you know, he's all happy, you know, not satisfied, but he's happy. But he's all sweaty, and then Coach Hoskins walks over here, and he's not even sweated yet.
He said he was ready to go to bed.
I started sweating when I entered the room. When you get as fat as I am, you do that.
And unfortunately, I didn't find an opportunity for you to step outside like most people did here along the corner walls. You kind of were obligated. You had to stay out there. I would have brought you a little fan or something out there.
Could have used it.
Time out. So I was talking to Lance here right when you guys came over, and I'll tell you this, as your team came off of the floor, and I know you had an interview out there, but as your team came off of the floor, I really appreciated their demeanor. Of course, they were really happy and a little bit of celebration, but I honestly think when most of your kids stepped off this floor that it looked to me like they were not satisfied and that there was still a job at hand and a job to do. And that's the way I kind of got this vibe from Lance over here. And that's kind of different than what we had seen in our previous broadcast today, which granted was a much different game, but there's more work to do.
Absolutely. All year, after we didn't have the greatest of years last year. Let me preface it by saying that.
But you played good down the stretch. Let me say that.
Well,
you played good down the stretch.
But we were 9-14, and we knew we were a better basketball club than that. We just were a very poor shooting. These guys worked their tails off to improve that field goal percentage, to improve the things that we need to work on, just like all teams, I'm sure. But they went about it with a purpose that not many kids their age do.
Yep.
And for that, I'm more than proud to be their coach, more than proud to be their whatever I am to them.
You're something.
You're something.
The Godfather, whatever,
I'm gonna let Coach ask this next question. And Lance, as much as I've seen you grow over the past couple of years, man, I mean, you've grown as a player. And just from my perspective as a coach from the outside looking in on what you've done the past couple of years, you had a really tall order tonight.
Yeah.
Breathitt has what most would have called the best paint presence in the 14th all year long. I mean, when you start stacking up guys like Hoskins and Collins, and Turner, who can also mix it up down low, and for you to control the paint tonight the way that you did, what went into that? What's your thought process going into the game and accepting this challenge of having big Hoskins down there?
Thought was don't let the crowd. We don't feed off the crowd's energy. We play for us. We don't worry about what anyone says. No matter how big they are, you always go fight. Either way, you still have to play them.
Yep.
So it's either go in ready to fight or just lay down.
I love that mentality. Coach, it's yours.
Well, I want to kind of reiterate what Coach Shannon Hoskins said a moment ago. I think we spoke once last year, and you touched on how it was one of the most enjoyable teams to coach.
Absolutely.
Because they worked so hard for you every single day, but you just couldn't put the ball in the hole. Well, you shot almost 40% from the field tonight, but the stat, Coach, that stands out to me, and Lance, I want you to chime in on this too, turnovers was 8-21 in your favor. What went into that? What went into that process of creating so many turnovers against Breathitt County?
Getting up in them. We know that their main ball handler was Sperry, so we make anyone else but Sperry dribble the ball up the court, and when they get pressured, shoot the passing lane. That's a steal.
You've done a good job. He's paid attention.
What about that?
He's paid attention.
Oh, my God.
I always pay attention. I always pay attention.
You're a decent godfather.
I'm glad you picked him.
I have to comment on, the big thing for us, and Coach Stacy was in on this too, and talking with Wes before the game. And obviously you've been in this position a lot now, recent regional championships, been in the regional championship game multiple times, so you got that experience under your belt. But defensively, what the final end up being? You held them in the 40s?
Yeah.
To a team that can be just as explosive as anybody.
Yeah.
What goes into the game planning for this game to be able to hold Breathitt into the 40s? Is it like what Lance said? But you guys have been good all year defensively. You've held teams to the 40s and 50s all year. What goes into that process?
Well, I think depending on what you're going to do on a particular night, whether you want to press or play a half-court defense or whatever, I'm fortunate enough to have a group that wants to play defense together. They want to help each other out when they get beat. They want to help the helper get beat. Yeah. And in today's game, it's rare.
So hard to find.
Yeah,
it's very rare.
It's hard to even teach kids to do it, let alone they want to do it
and
for each other.
On it.
Is that something you're conscious about when you're in that game?
Oh, I've always loved playing defense. Defense is Defense is the difference between winning games and losing games. Defense, you can score all night, but if you got defensive stops, you got it in the bag.
Well, I have to say that mentality is probably why you are sitting here right now. I'd have to agree with that.
I don't know. So at this point, while you're sitting here, and I know it's really early, and you guys are going to go home, get some rest, and I'm sure you're going to game prep tomorrow with some film and just go over the things. But we talked about this also before the game, and you touched on it. You can win in the half court, and you guys can win in the full court. And I'm not sure there's been a team all year that can win at the level that you guys have won at either way. I feel like if it's a half court game, you're good. If it's a full court game, you're good. I don't know if you got the opportunity to watch the first game.
Yeah, we did.
But it was obviously, right, it was obviously a very fast-paced, up-and-down game. Just give me some initial thoughts. And, Lance, you tell me just initial thoughts on what maybe you think you need to do for Tuesday in order to prepare. And they got a couple big athletic guys down there. And Benton himself outside along the perimeter is a big, strong, athletic body. Tell me maybe what you think you've got to do going into Tuesday, and then we'll pick Coach's brain about what initially he really thinks needs to happen come Tuesday night.
I think we need to keep the ball out on the perimeter as much as we can and make them shoot contested shots. Don't let them get on the inside, and then that's how we can live off of that.
Coach?
Well, obviously you have to keep them off the back. I thought they hurt Cordy on the offensive backboards. We got to do a good job of keeping them on the offensive backboards once they've missed. But just really crawling up in Benton and crawling up in Isford and making those guys not do something that they don't want to do from a scoring standpoint and put the scoring load on somebody who's not had to carry it.
Thought you guys did a great job all night, not letting the emotion of the game come over, Lance. And you guys did a great job. And hats off to your team, Coach.
Thank you.
Heck of a job tonight, and we're wishing you the best of luck come Tuesday. I don't know, man. It's going to be an awesome game. It still brought a lot of people. You guys had a heck of a fan base tonight. Coach, you got anything else?
No, I think Winston's exactly right. And, you know, you just told me here earlier that you pride yourself on the defensive end. And it's probably going to be a pretty good strategy going forward for you.
It will be.
You'll kick in on those, helping on those defensive boards for sure, right?
Sure.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, guys, congratulations. Perry County Central Commodores, Coach Shannon Hoskins and Lance McKenzie, man, best of luck on Tuesday night.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
We'll see you guys then.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Quick break. We'll be right back.
Brought to you by Bank of Hyndman, Thacker Grigsby, Paradise Pizza, Game On Hazard, Wicker Law Offices in Hyndman, Hyndman Land Auction Company, and TVS.
For over 100 years, the Bank of Hyndman has been committed to serving our community and serving the future of our families, homes, and businesses. With our new convenient online banking, viewing your account balance and history, transferring money, and paying bills has never been easier or more secure. And with the construction of our new headquarters, we've renewed our promise to Hyndman to stand by our customers even in troubling economic times, because we're not just your bank, we're your neighbors. That's the Bank of Hyndman. Log on to www.bankofhyndman.com or give us a call at 606-785-3158.
We're joined back with Coach Jerry Stacy and Jonathan Hicks. And, Coach, right here during the break, we talked a little bit about that turnover stat. And I'm not sure if you got to hear while Lance McKenzie was sitting here, we brought that stat up to him because, you know, last year Shannon Hoskins touched on how they struggled field goal percentage-wise. They couldn't hardly get the ball in the basket. And I told him, you know, shooting nearly 40%, obviously that has improved this year, but the stat that jumped out was the turnover ratio. And Winston, was Lance McKenzie not on the spot with why that was? He told us exactly what Shannon Hoskins had prepped for with this team, and he said, we're going to get into the people that can't handle it. We know that Sperry's going to be their primary ball handler. We're going to put the pressure on, and everybody else is going to sprint, read these passing lanes, and we're going to get in transition.
I would have said that Lance McKenzie in his answering was a robot, except for the fact that he had that awesome Predator tattoo along his right shoulder.
Yes.
And needless to say, Shannon was very tickled that we picked him because he said nobody else would have gave us that answer. But
we touched on this. We touched on this in our conversations kind of toward the end of that game. But forcing turnovers, being deliberate on offense, and we didn't mention this in that interview, but obvious to us here in the corner from what little bit I could see. But I didn't have a tuba waving in front of my face. But Heston's son, Ridge, Beverly controlled the flow of this basketball game.
Yep, that's right. I think he was the most important person on the floor.
I'm not sure that I've seen another player this tournament, even though we've had great performances. I mean, even Isford just went off for 43. Benton went off for 35.
Is he the best you've seen at being a true point guard and facilitating the floor during this tournament?
That answer is easy, yes. I mean, we've talked about guys that have been really good. We've talked about guys that have, played extremely well and scored the basketball. But it just, from a coach outside looking in on that court, I thought Ridge Beverly just really controlled that game. And it's not that he had his stat sheet probably isn't even that crazy. Did he even score?
Well,
he didn't score very much.
He did, but I think what gives it away.
Hey, good job, guys. Good job, guys.
I think what gives it away is that all 5 starters were in double figures.
Yeah, and that's part of it.
That's part of it.
That's part of it. That is part of it.
He had 11 points. What he done far as scoring the ball is irrelevant.
Yep.
Getting his team in offense and making sure they got what they wanted when the coach over there called whatever he called.
How many turnovers did he have? Any?
Well, the ball was in his hands all night. He had 2 turnovers. And some of those, you can't help. You're going to have it.
He had it in his hands 80% of the time.
I would love to have I wish we had a ticker on it. I wish we had a time on how long the boy had the ball in his hands. And for him to come out there with 2 turnovers, and then you're looking at the stat sheet for Breathitt, and they come out with how many? 21 turnovers total?
And you heard Lance McKenzie say that they came in knowing Sperry was going to be their primary ball handler. He had 7 turnovers.
Exactly. Just that stat alone, and I mean, just I thought Beverly's ability to control this game was the difference.
Yep.
But, although how many assists did he finish the game with?
Well, Beverly ended with 2, 1 assist, but you can't always, just because it don't count as an assist, there's multiple passes that come from what he does.
Okay, that's exactly what I was about to talk about. Even though he didn't finish the game with 10 assists, the guy was setting off-ball screens. He was constantly running whenever they had the ball in the half-court set. The guy created so much space in his offense, and he deserves to be recognized for that. So I'm very glad that you guys brought that up.
Absolutely.
One of the things that really stands out to me and all 3 of us, 4 of us sat and talked during the game is the physicality that Perry showed. And you sat here and heard Lance McKenzie talk about helping the helper. He thrives on defense and wanting to be that presence on defense. And that turned into physicality in a good way for Perry Central.
Yeah, watch them off ball.
Yeah.
When they're running their offense.
Yep.
And you'll find never look at the ball. Pick you out a quarter and watch this team play, and don't look at the basketball. You'll see all you need to see about that team. They were the smallest team, but they were the most physical team here tonight.
Yep. Yes. I don't think all night.
I agree.
I can't think of a time that Breathitt County probably got exactly what they wanted on offense. Perry kept them from getting that.
One time.
Inside pass.
In what I watched, they ran one stack.
Yep.
They ran a stack with Hoskins and Collins, and they rubbed. It was like a little
they
twist.
Got that little turnaround baby hook.
It was a little twist on the right side block. Hoskins kind of twisted with Collins. Collins rolled over the top, and he made one move and scored.
Yep.
And other than that, I'm not sure.
Perry kept him from doing what.
Because that's what me and Coach talked about it right there. We were looking at it live, like, hey, why don't they just let's try to do that every time.
And I know Coach Noble wanted this game up and down, and he knows his team far better than me.
Yep.
21 turnovers, a large portion of those, 55, 60% of those came in the open floor.
Yep.
Trying to make a pass that wasn't there.
And isn't that crazy? It's like a lot of those turnovers we're looking at on that stat sheet isn't necessarily – they were not forced in the half court.
No,
you know, and that's maybe not so much. That's still a credit to Perry, you know, obviously. But, man, it was just like they couldn't get the right play at the right time and the right shot to go down at the right time, and they just never could make any traction uphill.
The only time Breathitt County led in this game was with 7 minutes and 14 seconds on the clock in the first quarter. It was the only time they led, and it was a 1-point lead. And Perry outscored them both first quarters. Breathitt outscored Perry both second quarters, but what Perry was able to do in the first half set the tone.
Yep.
Make everything hard.
Yep.
Get Breathitt rattled. Get them out of what they want to do.
It's just like we talked about at halftime. If Perry gets a 10-point lead on you, you're in trouble.
You're in trouble.
Because they have Ridge.
They are the team that's left that a 10-point lead against them is like a 20-point lead against anybody.
Yeah, now if I'm Coach Hall, and they were here, they set up in this top corner, and I'm Coach Hall, and I'm watching this game play out, Cordia was up on you 10, and you were able to come back and put together a spurt of your own. I promise you, I would love to have this stat, but I about guarantee you there's not a team this year that's played Perry County Central that put a 10-0 run on them.
No.
I doubt it. So if you get down 10-0, if you find yourself 10-0 hole against Perry, you're in big-time trouble because there's only one Ridge
You better
Beverly.
hope that's in the first half if that's the case. Because
Absolutely.
If it's 4 minutes to go, they're going to eat up a minute every possession.
Absolutely. Just really good job, disciplined job defensively and offensively on both sides here tonight from the Perry County Central Commodores. So, in wrapping things up, we seen Estill today. We saw, is it seen or saw? We saw Perry Central. Give us your initial thoughts. And you can change your mind before Tuesday. Give us your initial thoughts really quick, Estill Perry. Now, I will say this. Let me preface that with this. I think Estill is like emotional high underdog. Let's ride this wave to the end, right?
I think that's what they want, and that's what they've got.
And we saw the difference. We right here entering these locker rooms, you can't see behind the cameras. Like right here is both the locker room for Estill earlier today and then Perry tonight. And both very, very, I can't stress this enough, it's like two totally different vibes coming as both of those games winded down. Of course, Estill came out here, and it's like, and rightfully so, right? They come back from 10 down, and they make a regional final when probably nobody expected it, but they are pumped back here. Perry just walked off here almost like they were not celebrating. I mean, they walked off here all business after that.
They left here like they expected what happened to happen.
Exactly.
Happy but not
did.
satisfied.
So let me preface all that conversation with that. Wes, we'll start with you.
Exactly what you talked about with Estill is what worries me in this championship game. They're playing on an emotional high. They have a lot of adrenaline going forward. And, you know, as coaches and players both, we can all attest to that can diminish quickly in the wrong scenario. And Perry, their composure coming off of this floor, their intensity that they had on the floor, I worry that if Estill loses any bit of that adrenaline and Perry goes on that 10-0 run that you spoke about, I'm afraid that busts the balloon of the Estill County Engineers.
The train has stopped.
The Commodores roll on to Rupp Arena.
The train has ran out of coal. I'm going to make a whole lot of train references between now and the end of Tuesday night. Get ready, everybody. Coach?
I got a whole lot of things floating around that I'd like to point out. But, you know, if this is a half-court game, which is what Perry's going to want, I think they'll get that because Estill will play either way.
Yeah.
I mean, I come in here tonight thinking Estill was going to try to half-court game this.
Nope.
That wasn't a game plan.
Nope. Didn't even think about it.
I don't think there'll be a game plan on this.
Yep.
I think they'll just play this game at whatever speed it's played at.
Yep.
Like Brian Hall said, we'll do us.
And Perry has the best point guard for that type of game. And now, having said this, Cade Benton had 35 first game, overtime win. What's the young man's name today?
William Isford.
Will Isford.
43 today. If they win this game, they're going to have another performance from somebody like that. And it's hard for me to see another kid have that kind of game against that defense I just watched.
Tall order. Tall order.
Yeah. I like the Commodores.
John?
Man, that's a hard question to answer.
Give us something.
You know, Perry County and Cordia are two different teams. You know, Cordia plays a little bit more reckless, and they're right up in your face the entire time. And Perry County kind of has this game plan that they follow suit the entire 4 quarters. And if they have to switch that up, which they don't want to do, they will.
Yeah.
But Estill found a way to change their game to suit a reckless environment like Cordia brings, to where you never really know what you're going to expect. And I feel like Estill can go ahead and kind of have a game plan set out against Perry County. Not to say that Perry won't throw a curveball.
Yeah.
But Estill finds ways to adjust. We watched him do it against Wolf. We watched him do it earlier against Cordia. I have Estill.
Okay.
It's hard to pick against the mullet, man. I'm telling
It
you.
is.
They've got mullets. They've got this magical train. I just don't know. They have Benton, who
Estill
dropped
don't have a
35. They
predator
got
tattoo,
Isford that dropped 43. They've got weapons everywhere. You know, Perry County Central has double figures, all 5 starters across the board. I mean, I'm initially, of course, my initial thoughts are Perry. I think they have the coach with has recent 14th regional tournament championship experience, and Brian Hall's got a ton of experience.
Yep.
But I can't still feel but help like this Perry team might have the edge on experience somehow, some way. Who played really well down the stretch, played in a semifinal game last year in region. I'm with Coach. I just think the biggest difference in this game is going to come down to ball control and who can do it, and I just see Perry maybe doing that a little bit better on Tuesday night. So my initial thoughts are Perry.
Well, you heard Coach Hoskins talk to us about this is the hardest working team he's ever had as a coach. And you know, last year, 9-14, but they knew they were a much better team, and so they focused on that field goal percentage. And I think a lot of that comes from the ball control of Beverly. I really do.
They didn't. We should point out they did not meet in the regular season. They have a couple of comparable components and opponents, and the one that kind of you look at their schedules that kind of jumps out to me is probably Wolf. Even though I don't know how much you can compare Wolf and Estill, but that was a heck of a game that went to 3 overtimes earlier in the year, and Perry beat Wolf by 20-24 earlier in the season. So if you're just looking initially at that, you know, you're looking initially at that stat. It's like, okay, there's something comparable that we can maybe go off of. I don't know. It's going to be interesting, and we're going to collect thoughts. We'll have more coming to you on Tuesday night. Game tip is at 7. Is that correct? I'm assuming their game tip is at 7, so we will have pregame show. And listen, we are going to be – it's a 7 o'clock game, and there's no game before. We are going to be punctual on Tuesday night. I'm speaking this into truth. Somebody write this down on paper. We're going to be –
prophecy.
It's prophecy.
Those are from me.
It's prophecy. We are going to be punctual on Tuesday night. We are going to start things up at 6:30. I'm tired. We're going to start things up at 6:30 come Tuesday.
Is that it? Are we done?
I think that's